another episode.
2025 edition.
Let's get started.
Yes, sir.
NXT was a thing.
How did you like it?
What?
How did you like it?
Well, Kalani Jordan started off against Lola Vice, and it I don't know. This ending, it made sense, but it doesn't make sense because I don't even know what Kalani is anymore.
Right? Like it seems like they're leaning into something you mentioned a while ago with Lila versus Stephanie.
Yeah, no, that part is good, but it's the Kalani thing that's confusing me
Yeah,
because she was a heel, now she's a face, now she's going with a lot of heelish tendencies, but she's trying to be a face at the same time, but she has more heelish tendencies, but she just became a face after being a heel for like a quick second. Now she's leaning more into being a heel than face, but it's like so ambiguous. You don't know what she is week from week. Last week she came out and helped Stephanie. This week she's starting beef between Stephanie and Lola. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is she?
right now I would go with tweener because it's confusing as hell.
It's like, and she only won the match with Lola because Cora Jade came out and she used a distraction to pin Lola. And it's like, that's a heel move.
Yep.
So then Cora beats down both Lola and Kalani, and then Stephanie gets involved, and Lola backfists Cora, but Cora ducks, and Stephanie gets hit.
Yeah. Hit
So
hard too.
yeah, it was just weird. It was just weird. So I'm just confused with this whole Kalani Jordan situation. Everything else makes perfect sense. The Kalani Jordan part doesn't make sense. Like
Yeah.
that's all. And it ties into something later on, but like I'm still just confused with this whole Kalani situation. It's just not fucking getting it for me. I don't know. I don't know.
No, no, it's confusing.
So they were doing the awards. I don't really care about the awards because they're NXT awards. They're not real. Who cares?
Yeah.
So they had Julia promo where Julia was talking about she's ready to beat Roxanne Perez because next week they're going to do the New Year's Evil match. So, that, I mean, it was good. I mean, I guess. I guess. That's all I can say, I guess.
Not a bad promo.
Yeah, so then we had Cedric Alexander, and he was talking about how Javon Evans is in the hospital, his jaw's wired shut. And then Ethan Page shows up, and they just start fighting, and they wind up fighting from the back to the crowd, to the ring, and they just have a match.
That took long as shit.
Yeah. And then Ethan Page gets to win. And this was something really fucking dumb to me because, like, to me, it wasn't as bad as it seemed. So Ethan Page pulls out the toolbox and he puts Cedric Alexander's hand in it and he slams it. And it's like, it's a fucking toolbox. It's not hurting that damn bad. And Cedric's holding his hand like he fucking broke his hand.
If anything, worst case scenario, sprain, but probably not even that.
It's a fucking toolbox. It's not even a real toolbox. It's like one of those metal little plastic toolboxes. They don't hurt. I mean, they hurt when they got shit in them and you hit somebody in the head. Drew knows that. But slamming somebody's hand in it, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
So then we had Tank and Hank talking to Ty and Ty said, "Why you guys beat us up?" And he's like, "Man, like we wasn't even in the match. Who cares?" So then Sean Spears tried to talk to Hank and Tank and get them on his side. And Wesley comes up with Ty and Ty and is like, "Yo, get the fuck out of here." So Sean Spears leaves and he winds up challenging Tank and Hank to get a partner so they can have a 6-man match later on. So I'm actually glad that I called Ty and Ty with Wesley
You
because
did.
they make a great team. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm
They
glad that they're heels because you find out later on how heelish they are. And I like it. I really like it.
they need a
So
name though.
I whatever Wesley calls him, I think this is gonna be his faction, so I'm all for it.
Yeah.
So then we had Shotzi and Gigi versus the TikTok Toxic Tag Team versus Lash and Jakar. And this match was good. I'm waiting for Gigi and Shotzi and them to have a name because they don't have a name right now. They're just a team that don't have a name.
I almost wanted to give him the Outcast, but that's taken.
Yeah, like that's that's the name that seems to fit them, but they have to come up with a different name.
Yeah.
So it was a really good match because halfway through the match I was like, what the fuck? Like this match is really good.
Better than I
So
expected. I expected it to be a throwaway.
yeah. So Lash and Jakara win, but then Isla Dawn and Alba Fire show up on screen and they basically challenge Lash and Jakara to a match. So that's a thing.
Yeah.
So then we have Stephanie and Lola, and they're talking, and Kalani comes up, and Kalani starts instigating. All three of them start fighting. Cora Jade is looking on, and Ava walks up to Cora Jade and goes, "Hey, you know what? Fallon Henley needs a challenger." And Cora Jade's like, "Yeah, it should be me." She's like, "No, I don't think so. Like, you could be in a number one contenders match." And Cora's like, "Yeah, against who?" And then she goes against Kalani, Stephanie, and Lola. And Cora was like, "Yeah, no, I got this. I got this."
But she didn't seem too sure.
Oh no, she's definitely not sure. But so now they're gonna have a 4-way next week, which is probably gonna break down as Stephanie versus Lola, and either Kalani's gonna get the win or Cora's gonna get the win.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Like I'm totally okay with that. Then we had something that was really fucking dumb. So we bring Lexus King, William Regal, Ava, and Charlie Dempsey in a room. And Ava's saying, "Lexus, you didn't really win that match. Like, it was all a big misunderstanding. So, because you didn't win the match, we're going to have to give Charlie Dempsey back the Heritage Cup, and you guys are going to have a match, and the winner of that match becomes a Heritage Cup winner." And Lexus King is like, "But the decision was final." And she's like, "Yeah, no, but I didn't like that decision, so we're just gonna have another match." I'm like, the fuck? Like, that doesn't even make any sense.
It doesn't. It pissed me off. Like they should have like did the match, but give the trophy to Lexus for the time being.
Yeah, because, like, to be honest, with the rules, he technically won because the
Yeah.
qualification means you win the title, especially in the Heritage Cup. So he
Mhm.
should have just kept the title, but they're like, no, we're gonna strip him of the title and give it to this guy, blah blah blah. And it's like that makes no fucking sense.
Because again, like we discussed this before, you remember time of disqualification because you watched it from NXT UK. I, however, do not, but I do remember fall is being counted with countouts, and typically countouts don't count for decisions for titles and whatever. So if that counts, DQ should count. So Lexa should be the champion.
Yes, like no matter how he won, he should be champion. That doesn't make it doesn't make sense to me. It just fucking pissed me off. It just didn't make sense.
It didn't.
This didn't make sense. I was so pissed off.
He's probably gonna win it next week though. So
No, I honestly hope he doesn't. I'm serious. I hope he doesn't. Because if they're gonna strip him of the title and they do it this way, don't let him win it next week. Like this should have been a clear thing for him to definitely win this and Charlie Dempsey move on and go somewhere else and go for the North American title or something. We shouldn't be going back and forth with this bullshit. But whatever.
yeah,
So then we had Fraxium, and they're in the back, and all of a sudden OTM steps up to him and says, "Yo, we won that 4-way last week, so we're number one contenders." And I'm not even gonna lie, I know I watched the show. I totally forgot I watched the show, and I was like, "Wait, they're number one contenders?"
oh
And then
my God, I thought it was just me. Thank you.
no, because it was like a random show, so I was like, "Oh shit!" But they did win, so that was the thing. So then we had Izzy Dane versus Sol Ruka. And Izzy Dane beat Sol Ruka with Sean Spears watching on because Izzy used Zarya, who was outside, as a distraction to get the win. So that was a good thing for her.
Yep. At least they're doing something with Izzy.
Yeah, like finally. So then we had a backstage thing with Tank and Hank, and they're talking to somebody, and you don't see who they're talking to. And it's like, hey, we want you to be our partner. And then you see is Andre Chase.
Great, Chase, yay.
So that was a thing. So then we have Roxanne, and Roxanne is basically saying she's going to beat Julia next week. So that's what that is.
Yeah.
So then we had Ty and Tide Wesley versus Hank and Tank and Andre Chase. So they're having this match, and then all of a sudden, Andre Chase just fucking leaves. He just fucking leaves in the middle of the match and walks off. And Hank and Tank is like, dude, what's happening? And Ty is like, hey, we're bad guys now. They just fucked them over and beat Hank and Tank.
Yeah.
So now Andre Chase is fucked up. So then we see Ashanti Diadonis. He's in the back, and Nikita Lyons comes up to him, and she's trying to rap to him. So, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, she's not gonna get beat up for that. Not at all.
Nope. So then we have Sean Spears trying to get Izzy Dane, but Tony D'Angelo and the family comes up and stops Sean Spears from talking to her, and they say they want to fight Sean Spears, which the more and more they keep saying they want to fight Sean Spears, the more and more I'm thinking Sean Spears is going to beat Tony D'Angelo for the North American title.
Yeah.
Like it's real scary because it's looking like that more and more each week. It's like, yeah, I think Sean Spears is going to be the champion.
Because he keeps fucking with him.
Yeah, and like this, like it feels like this is the perfect way to get the title off of him. But hey, it's a thing. So then we get Andre Chase in the back, and we get some random dude. I don't know who the fuck he is. He's not Bodie Hayward. It's just some random fucking dude. And he's like, Mr. Chase, like, you're still cool. And I want to go back to school. And Mr. Chase was like, you know what? I can't do this. And just leaves.
Maybe he was trying to be a new student, like a transfer student or something. Play with that.
I guess, but I didn't like it because it's not the dude that we thought it was. So that's why I don't like it.
Because I definitely thought it was him.
No, it wasn't him. It definitely wasn't him. So they're giving out the award for best wrestler, and Trick wins it, but Oba comes out and says, "I'm the best wrestler." So then Trick comes out and says, "Hey man, blah blah blah, you not the best wrestler." And Obafemi says, "Listen, I'm just going to take the title from you." And then Eddie Thorpe comes out of nowhere, jumps both of them, lays them out, and holds up the title at the end of the show. And it's like, yeah, Eddie, you're not winning that title. I'm sorry, bro. So that's
You
how
know, highlights
NXT.
part to that.
Uh huh.
Like, uh, I know for a fact Trick won that shit, as you said, right? But if
Uh
you
huh.
go to like fucking like what you call that shit, Instagram or whatever, they make it like fucking Oba actually won it when he didn't.
I mean, because he was the one who was holding it.
Yeah, but still, I found that funny. Like it was Trick. Show the Trick graphic.
So that was NXT.
Yeah,
So we come to the beginning of a new era, and it's the Max era.
I hope I don't
So
hear that like for a long time now. New era.
it you don't because it's my thing. So how do you feel about watching it on Max?
Way better because like I missed like probably like half an hour of it. So like the next day, like I got to rewatch it and shit. So I like that concept way better. Commercials wasn't that bad either.
I mean, I honestly thought we wasn't gonna have any commercials, but we had commercials on Max and was like, oh, this is weird, but okay.
Yeah,
So it starts out with Moxley after World's End, and he's just talking shit because he's mad that Adam Copeland showed up, and he's pissed off. So then we get rated FTR. They're saying we're doing this for Asheville, and we're doing this for our families. We're coming back to take over AEW and make it back to the way it used to be. Like, okay, cool, cool. So we start off with the first match, which is Orange Cassidy versus Hangman.
that's a great match. Lasted really long too. I thought like it wasn't gonna be as long as it was.
Yeah, and that was weird to me because like the match started and I was like, okay, cool. This is probably gonna be like a about 10, 15 minute match.
Yep.
This match just kept going and I was like, oh shit, this match is still going. And it wasn't a bad way of like this match is still going. It was like this match is still going in a good way. And Hangman got the win. And then after the match, he beats up Orange Cassidy. So he's beating the shit out of Orange Cassidy. Security comes out. Then Christopher Daniels comes out, and Hangman just punches Christopher Daniels. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
It's gonna be Christopher Daniels versus Hangman.
Dude,
Why? I don't know.
it makes no fucking sense. First, Christopher Daniels, I hate Hangman. Hangman, you're being an asshole. Then, Hangman, I want to be your friend. I got your back. Now, Hangman, stop doing what you're doing. And Hangman just punches him, and it's like, the fuck is this story? Like, it's so fucking weird. It's so fucking weird. I hate it.
All over the place.
Yeah, it didn't make any fucking sense. Like the match was great, but then like that part was like, why?
There was no point. I guess just to have Christopher Daniels get back in the ring.
To be honest, I don't want him back in the ring because like it's nothing against him. I just don't want him back in the ring.
With you.
So then we had Jay White, and Jay White's cutting a promo, and in my mind, I'm like, why are you even talking about the world title? And then he throws out this line that like it made sense, and I'm like, huh, you know what? Yeah, that makes sense. But I was like, it kind of like a flimsy excuse, but it makes sense and it's a good enough excuse because he says the reason he lost that match was because of Wheeler Yuta. And that's true. That is 100% true, is because Wheeler Yuta got in and distracted him, which caused Moxley to hit the finish and get the win. And it's like, it's a flimsy excuse, but he says, I'm going to kill Wheeler Yuta, and then I'm coming for Moxley to get the title. And I'm like, okay, this gives him a out to go back for the title and not be looked at as a loser.
But he lost.
No, he did lose. He definitely lost, but like this gives him the out to be like, hey, you know what? I'm not a fucking loser. It's all because of fucking Yuta. I was like, all right, that's kind of like that's kind of a flimsy excuse, but it works.
He's not beating Mox, so it's whatever
Oh,
to
of
me.
course not. Because I have a feeling whenever Jay White faces him, it's going to be before Edge faces Moxley.
Yeah.
So then we have the Acclaim versus the Hurt Syndicate. And this was funny
Yes.
because they're having this match and there's dissension between Anthony Bowens and Max Caster. And so the first part of the match, Max Caster's in there. He tags in Bowens. Bowens runs wild for a little while. There's a little back and forth. Then Max tries to get back in the ring. He tries to tag Anthony Bowens. He totally missed the blind tag the first time. So the second time, he hits the blind tag and tags himself in. So Anthony Bowens is like, yo, what the fuck is going on here? Like Anthony Bowens, just like, yo, what are you doing? Max Caster's like, yeah, no, I got this. He gets in the ring. Anthony Bowens goes, fuck this. Yo, Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley beat the dog shit out of Max Caster and pinned him, which was great.
They beat the fuck out of him. Like, that shit was fucking funny.
And I'm so glad because like this means that they're breaking up. Like they're probably gonna have like one more week where it's like, hey, you know what? We're still cool, but they're breaking up. It's over.
Is Billy not fucking with him no more either? That's what it
Billy's at
seemed like.
home or something. He's at home or something. I don't remember what's going on, but he's not there for a minute. They said it, but I totally forgot. So we had a Swerve interview because Swerve was going to be in the three-way later, and the winner of that three-way becomes number one in the Casino Battle Royal next week.
I'm trying to think what the
So
Casino Battle Royal is. Like, they have so many variations of that shit.
it's the one where it starts off with two people. People keep coming in, but you can pin anybody at any time and the match is over. That's what
Ah,
that
so
is.
it benefits you to be number one. Okay.
Yes. So then we had Jamie Hayter versus Julia Hart.
Great match.
So
Like, good comeback for Julia.
yes. So this match had a lot of discussion online. And it brought up something, and then like somebody brought up the real reason that we were having this discussion. So the discussion is Jamie Hayter came back and she's been treated not as good as she should be treated.
Yeah.
She seems like they're just basically just wasting her time and just not giving her good booking, letting her win, and just like making her look like a fucking loser. And people are going, Jamie Hayter used to be the shit. We waited for her to come back. We were so hyped up for her to come back. She was the girl. She was it. She was the girl. She doesn't feel like that anymore. And she just keeps losing. So somebody brought up this. I don't know if it was a tweet, but it was a quote from her. And the quote was, if you don't want to learn from CM Punk, something is wrong with you. And at that moment, everybody just had the realization, oh, she's being punished because she's one of the Punk guys. Like she's somebody that understands Punk and gets his logic, but AEW doesn't want to fuck with that. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, definitely. Like if you like him, you're automatically in the doghouse if you work there.
Yes. And that's kind of fucked up because like Jamie Hayter's really good. And like if they would have booked her right for the comeback, she would have felt special. The only bad part about this is like with that knowledge, it feels a little off because Julia Hart is great. Like we love Julia Hart. She's fucking awesome. It's just we're thinking about Jamie Hayter and how she is booked. But Julia Hart's awesome, and like that's the only problem with this story. Is
Yeah,
like we're thinking about this and we're forgetting that Julia Hart is still awesome and she won the match. But I don't know, man. Like I just like I said this before, like I don't feel like AEW is capitalizing on Jamie Hayter, and especially since she came back, it feels like, she's just a girl. She's just there.
definitely. Like
Like she's special. Like she has something and she's special.
hmm
And
she has the
Julia
charisma,
Hart,
she has the ring talent, she has all that.
yes, she has everything. And Julia Hart won by missing Jamie Hayter. She missed her in the face. One, two, three, pinned her.
She was gonna stab her with the arrow though.
Yes. And that was distraction enough so she could spit the mist in her face.
Yeah.
So next week, Kenny Omega's coming back. Okada said, you know what? I'm the greatest tournament wrestler. I don't give a shit about Kenny, blah, blah, blah. Basically setting up their match for All Out.
And call Kenny a bitch, as always.
So then we had Mercedes Monet. She had a video package about her. Everything was about her and how she's going to beat Mina Shirakawa and take her title. And she's awesome and she's Mercedes and Monet changes everything.
I'm gonna laugh if Mina beats her.
Huh?
I'm gonna laugh if Mina beats her. She probably not, but I'm gonna laugh if Mina beats her.
I would actually be shocked if Mina beat her. Like, I would actually be shocked.
Yeah.
So then we had a three-way. Swerve, Roderick Strong, and Jay White. Now something happened in this match. So Swerve is on the outside, and all of a sudden, Ricochet just shows up with golden scissors and stabs Swerve in the face. Swerve is busted open. He's on the outside. Jay White gets the win. Jay White beats Roderick Strong. But Swerve is on the outside. Ricochet just proceeds to stab him again, beat his ass, and he's all bloody. Then he hit him with his finisher. Ricochet's in a suit, beat the shit out of him, and Ricochet's just like snapped. How did you feel about this angle?
I, I don't know. I didn't care. I don't feel one way or another for it, to be honest with you. I guess it's giving Ricochet some personality, but I don't know. I don't care.
So here's the thing. I
Hmm?
like the end. I like the beatdown. I like the bloodying of him. I like the way that he did it. The problem with it, it felt too fucking quick. It felt too rushed. It felt like they went to, oh, I'm gonna pick on you for 2 weeks. Hey, now I'm gonna get my revenge and just stab you all up and beat you down. And it's like it was only 2 weeks. Like if they would have stretched this out for another 2 or 3 weeks, like Swerve bully Ricochet again, he bullies him again, and then Ricochet snaps, it would have been more impactful to me. This is literally like 2 weeks of, yeah, you suck, Trevor. Oh, Trevor, look, you didn't win. Here's some toilet paper. Next week, I'm angry, stabby.
Angry
He
stabby.
he didn't even do enough to make you just snap that bad. Like the beatdown would have meant so much more if it would have been another 2 weeks of him just like pressing him and making him angry and calling him a bitch and making him look like a punk. And then Ricochet go, no, fuck this, and then just catch him off guard and just beat the shit out of him, stab him, and just go. Just do the same exact angle just weeks later after Ricochet got bullied a little more.
I see your point.
And
Makes sense.
the thing is, like, a lot of people immediately, as soon as they saw this angle, they went, "Oh, this was so great! This was so great!" And I'm like, "Yeah, no, it works, but it would have been more impactful if 2 weeks down the line, after more bullying, you just see him keep getting bullied, and it's like, I'm going to fucking kill you." And now you're like, "Oh shit!" Like Swerve kind of deserved that. Ricochet did his thing. I like Ricochet a lot more. You would be more on Ricochet's side because it would be more bullying than, except for the 2 weeks of, yeah, Trevor. Look, Trevor, I'm gonna throw paper towels at you. Oh, fuck you. Oh, now I'm angry. I want to kill you. It's like that. You went too fast. It's like too fast. That was way too fast. It's 2 weeks. It's literally 1 week this, 1 week that. Oh, now get my revenge. He should have waited.
That's true. Like, yeah, 2 weeks is not enough to get mad like that. Not like that, anyway.
Yeah, and then this is what I feel like is gonna happen because this felt like it was rushed to match something else, but now it makes the something else even feel worse because I feel like Swerve is gonna cost Ricochet his match against Zack Sabre Jr. at Wrestle Dynasty, and that's gonna piss me off because one, it's outside interference in a match that doesn't need outside interference. Two, it feels rushed. Like everything is like so rushed. Like you don't have a pay per view to March. You could have let this breathe a little bit, and it would have felt more impactful. Like like it just feels off. Like this shit just feels off because it's like it's too congested. Like the two things happened, then this I didn't like that. Like the angle was fine. Like if this would have happened weeks from now, I'd have been cheering, going, "Yes, fucking Ricochet is the greatest." This just got me going. It's too rush. I feel like it's too rush.
Yeah, and it's probably exactly what you said. They're trying to time it correctly with the Zack Saber match. So that's the problem. They shouldn't do that.
Yeah, and it just doesn't work. So Swerve is getting beat down, and the Undisputed Kingdom comes out and saves him. It was an NXT reunion because Ricochet's out there, Swerve's out there, Undisputed Kingdom's out there. It's just it's just an NXT reunion.
Like if you didn't say that, I would feel like it's random, but that makes it make more sense. So
Yeah, because like the funny part is like soon as they came out there, I just was like, this just feels familiar. I was like, this feels really familiar because it wasn't the whole Undisputed Kingdom with like the Kingdom. It was
yeah,
Roderick, Kyle, and Cole, and they're out there with Swerve and Ricochet, and it's like this just feels like an NXT segment.
but those were the ones exactly the ones that were in NXT, except for
Yeah.
Fish, which who knows what he's doing.
So then we had the Jeff Jarrett promo. And Jeff Jarrett's in the back and he's talking to his guys, and they're like, Jeff, I don't think you want to do this. I was like, yeah, I do want to do this. And then they give Jeff his boots, and Jeff is going to the ring. So before that, they showed us Mariah May promo. And I, listen, she starts it off. They told me not to say anything bad about the women's division. They told me not to say anything bad And then she doesn't say anything bad, but it just feels worse than what she wasn't gonna say because she says this whole fucking division is alive because of me. Like nobody can do what I do. I am the only one holding this together. And then she like takes shots at Tony Storm and everybody else. But she says, if it wasn't for me, no one in this fucking women's division would even be able to survive. I did all of this. I'm the one. I am. It's like, damn, that's better than saying the women's division is dead. But like, you just made everybody feel like shit. Like the funny part is like she has a point. Like she's the woman, but like you made everybody else feel like shit.
I'd love to see someone who's like a hardcore like fan of the women's division or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and like just hear them just have a frown on face, like, oh, you made me sad.
But like she's really fucking awesome with her
Yep.
promo because like her promos feel like genuine like egotistical narcissist like asshole. It feels like that. And one reason, and like this is like the most randomest fucking reason it feels like that to a lot of people, it's her fucking accent. It's her accent that brings it over the top and it makes it feel even worse when she's saying something bad like this. You're like, God damn. It's her accent. Like everything about it is like it's perfect, but the accent brings it over the top, and you're like, damn, like you're really fucking like, god damn. It's the accent. I'm telling you, it's that thing that like takes it over the top. It just makes it even more impactful.
No, you're right. I didn't think about it before, but you're absolutely right. Like, I'm trying to picture her with like a regular like accent. It wouldn't come across the same.
Yeah, like it just fit like it would have weight to it, but it wouldn't have the weight that it has when she says it because her voice makes it feel like this is law. Everything I'm saying is real. There's no fakeness about it. It's like, whoa, okay, like you have a point. Calm down. Just because her accent adds the over the topness to it, and it's like, yeah, no, no, she's got it.
Like you actually believe what she's saying.
Yeah. So then we had Jeff Jarrett, and we all knew where this was going. Jeff starts talking about his family, how they started wrestling business, how his mom started, his dad started, he started TNA. He's just talking about all of this stuff. And for the people who actually thought he was going to retire, I hope that you feel bad because he just goes, I just signed a new contract with AEW. And you know what? 2025, I'm going to win the AEW World Championship.
I actually did see people who like thought he was gonna retire too.
I don't know how you can actually think he was going to retire. Like, it's Jeff Jarrett. Like, you really think that he's going to retire? Like, this is like, he's going to retire some other way, but yeah, not like that.
Like not him, it could probably be one of those things where they take him out and then you never see him again.
I guess. But what do you think about Jeff Jarrett winning the AEW World Championship?
Not happening. He'll probably win like a TNT title or something like that, not the world.
Listen, I know a couple of podcasters and quote unquote wrestling journalists that want Jeff Jarrett to win the AEW World Championship. They're like, no, we really like Jeff Jarrett as a wrestler. He's old school. He feels cool. I would be okay with him winning the AEW World Championship. And not going off of them with their want for him to win the AEW championship, I'm going off on my own want for him to win the AEW championship.
Hmm?
I want him to win the AEW championship. I want him to do it. I want him to end his career with one more big title run. He won the AEW championship. Even if it's for one night. He did it. He won the championship.
Because that would be my fear. Like he has it and it's only one night. But yeah, whatever.
Listen, I'm okay with him winning the AEW championship. That's how I feel about it. So then we had Hook, and he challenged Christian to next week to finish off their story that like keeps getting prolonged. So he's gonna wrestle him next week, and we're gonna finally finish the story. Finally.
Well, Taz be there.
Yeah, of course Taz will be there. So then we had Powerhouse Hobbs kill two people, and that was it. Hobbs killed two people, and then we had a backstage with the Learning Tree, minus Chris Jericho, and they bump into Rated FTR, and they tell him something from Jericho, and they go back and forth, and then Edge just says to Big Bill, he's like, "You have a stupid face," and Big Bill just turns to Brian Keith and just points at his face and looks at Edge and points at his face and goes, "Does he not know?" And Brian Keith is just looking like, "What the fuck?" Like, like Rated FTR walks off, but it's like Bill is like just pointing to his face and like looking at Edge. He's like, "Does he not know?" Like he literally said it out loud. Was like, "Does he not know?"
Like
That cracked me the fuck up.
weird. It's fucking weird.
Like it was so funny because he literally just said this stupid face, and like Bill couldn't get over it because it's like, wait a minute, we look exactly the same. Like you would be my dad. Like what the fuck? Like it's so weird.
Just way taller, but other than that, they could be twins.
Like that shit was so funny because like everybody online, it was like they look exactly the same. That was the point of the joke, but like it was just fucking hilarious. So then we had an MJF promo, and MJF says he's tired of the bullshit. He's tired of Moxley and them walking around with the title. He's coming for the title too. So I think AEW has been paying attention to what everyone has been saying that the Moxley storyline doesn't have big players coming for him for the title. And now we have like Will Ospreay, we have Adam Copeland, we have MJF, we have all of the big guys gunning for Moxley now. When they get to Moxley, don't know. The only thing that I'm thinking is it still goes down to Moxley versus Darby Allin, all out. Darby wins. Darby becomes champion.
Yeah, that's definitely the way it's gonna go.
Yeah. So then we had the main event. Rated FTR versus the MWO. They're having a good match. Jay White comes out, kills Willie Yuta. Adam Copeland and his crew win. But also, Adam Copeland is now going by Cope.
I don't like it.
No one likes it. It is the most randomest fucking thing. Like, they even announced him as Cope, and then they explained 5 minutes later, yeah, he wants to be known as Cope now. And everybody's like, what? Like, it is the most randomest shit. Like, I swear to God, even fucking Tony Schiavone said it too, was like, why does he want to be named Cope? And he's like, yeah, he just wants to be Cope now. It's like, what? It is just so random.
My girl sent me this meme saying that they should have named him Ledge.
Like they could have named him any fucking thing. It's just like it is the most. It is just dumb,
It is.
dumb.
It's gonna get taken used to.
No, it's not because nobody's gonna go, oh, you know what? Yeah, like that's it. It's like no, no one's gonna do that. Cause why are you named Cope? Why is your name Cope?
His name is Copeland.
Dude, come on, man. Like that shit, no, that shit sucks. That shit fucking sucks, dude. Like why? Why is that a thing?
That's like
Like,
Yuta being called you. It's part of the Yuta.
yeah, it's just so dumb. It's just so fucking dumb. It's so fucking dumb. I'm sorry. It is dumb as shit. It is dumb. It's fucking dumb. And that's it. Like, like that's it. So from the beginning of an era to the end of an era,
I see what you did there.
Raw no longer on cable television. This is the end.
Crazy.
It's very crazy. Like from watching Raw from the very beginning on cable to now, it's this is the last episode ever on cable. Like, you know, it's going to Netflix, but on cable television, on regular television, this is the end of it. This is the end of the era. It's very fucking great.
Hopefully it does good. So
So it starts off with Seth Rollins and CM Punk coming to the building because they're going to be in the building and they're going to have a face to face later on. And then the New Day come out. They play the New Day music and they say, shut that off. And they come in the ring and they try to talk. But as they're trying to talk, Jay Uso comes down. And Jay Uso says, man, I have respect for y'all. What y'all did to Big E wasn't cool. And they start talking shit to them. They start going back and forth. To me, this is setting up something later on, not later on as in the show, but later on down the line, the Usos versus the New Day. I see
yeah.
that happen.
Now that
So,
little line about shutting off the music, it's obvious that they're gonna get new music really soon, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
So then Solo shows up on the screen and he tells Jey Uso, next week, I'm going to beat Roman in tribal combat and you're going to have to bow to me, the true tribal chief. And while he's saying that, Drew McIntyre just shows up and beats the shit out of Jey Uso. And he just fucks Jey Uso up. So,
It's Savage honorary Us.
yes. So then we get Chad Gable versus Otis. And this match was built up it was built up, it was forgot about, it was built up again, forgot about again. Now they finally get to the match. The match was pretty decent. It was decent enough.
Yeah,
It wasn't like the greatest, but it was decent enough. Like
it was
it
okay.
was yeah, it was passable. Chad Gable beat Otis, and that was a thing. So then we had a Liv and Rhea promo. They both were not there. These were video packages. And then we had the Judgment Day. And they're in the back and they're talking. And Finn tells them to do something. And Raquel is there. And Finn tells Raquel to tell Rhea, he says, tell her I said good luck.
He'll live.
No, he told Raquel to tell Liv good luck.
Yeah.
So then we had R-Truth come out. And he's about to have a match. But Pete Dunne just beats the dog shit out of him. And there's no match.
You called him Butch.
Yes. So then we had EO and Dakota in the back. And Kathy Kelly was like, hey guys, how do you feel about a whole damage control finals? And Io and Dakota both was like, yeah, we're cool with it. And at that moment, I was like, that's not happening. That's not fucking happening. I'm sorry. That's not happening. Like,
That's
fucking
not going
sorry.
away.
Like, as soon as they said that, I was like, yeah, that's not happening.
Because they pointed it out. Had they not pointed it out, it probably could have happened.
Yeah. So Dakota Kai beat Zoe Stark. So Dakota is going to the finals. And then we have to see how the other side plays out. So then they played this video package for Raw, and they had everybody. I don't mean just like everybody that was there. They had everybody that was gone. They had everyone there. Everyone was included. There was nobody spared. They had Sasha Banks, they had Edge, they had Daniel Bryan, they had Chris Jericho. It's like they was like, yeah, we believe in everything that came before us, so we're going to acknowledge it.
That's awesome.
Yep. So we had the Ring of Honor team, Punishment Martinez, and War Machine versus the Judgment Day with brand new music.
I dig their music.
It was okay. It's gonna have to grow on me because I forgot Chad Gable also had new music. Like there was a lot of new music, and so after the match, Punishment Martinez gets the win, and after the match, he gets jumped by Finn. Finn tries to break his leg, but that doesn't happen. So then we have Jay Uso, and he's talking to Pierce, and Pierce tells him next week is going to be you and Drew, and the season premiere on Netflix of Monday Night Raw.
It's probably gonna be the opener.
It's going to be what now?
The opener, like the first match.
It's not, but it's going to be a match.
Okay.
So then we had Ludwig Kaiser. Ludwig Kaiser is in the back, and he's talking, not in the back, he's on the mic talking shit about Braun Breaker, but Sheamus comes out and beats the shit out of Ludwig Kaiser.
Some
So
odd reason I thought Sheamus was on the other show.
now he's here. So then we had Rey Mysterio talking to Otis, trying to cheer him up. And then the New Day said, wow, you're a locker room leader. And he starts talking shit about Rey Mysterio. And then Rey Mysterio says, maybe we should teach you a lesson. So the New Day go, oh, who's it going to be? The fake Rey Mysterio, talking about Dragon Lee, dude with a hat, which is talking about Joaquin Wilde, or the dude with the hair, like Cruz del Toro, or the little kid with the 12-inch boots on, and talking about Zelina Vega.
12-inch boots though. That was the line of the night.
So they say Rey Mysterio is going to take him on with one of his guys. Now, I was immediately like, oh, it's going to be Dragon Lee or something. And then I thought about it, was like, I don't want this to happen, but it's a strong possibility that it can happen. And I'm going to be pissed off if it does. Because what if it's Rey Mysterio and Penta as a
I feel
tag
some
team?
type of way. Like you can't just put all the Hispanics in one fucking thing.
Yeah, I would feel some type of way. I'd be like, yeah, I don't like it. So then we went to Io versus Lyra Valkyria. And they had a really good match. They had a really good match. And Io lost to Lyra Valkyria. So that was cool. So
No
now,
Judgment Day though. I mean Judgment Day. Damage Control.
yeah. But
Fucking
we're going to
Road
have
Dogg.
one hell of a match. Lyra Valkyria versus Dakota Kai for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah,
And it's not on next week's Raw. It's on the following week's Raw.
that kind of bothered me.
Why did that bother you?
No, I kind of wanted it for like the premiere, like have a brand new champion that night. But it is what it is. It's gonna be a good match anyway.
Who's to say we won't have a brand new champion that night?
No, but I mean for the brand new belt is what I mean.
I understand, but like I felt like they needed to load up the week after show, so I'm glad that they did that.
Yeah.
So then we had this segment of the night, Punk and Seth Rollins. This was really good because Seth Rollins starts talking about how Punk took his ball and went home, and Punk left. So Punk says, "Oh, did I take my ball and go home? Did Stone Cold take his ball and go home? Did your wife take her ball and go home?" And Seth retorts, say, "No, my wife is at home raising kids, but she wouldn't know nothing about that." I was like, damn, that was the line to me. Like nothing else stuck to me. That line stuck to me. It was like, damn, that cut a little deep.
Yeah, that kind of hurt.
Yeah. So Seth, so Punk was talking about how he left to fix everything, but Seth stayed there and chose to take the abuse, chose to be part of this. It was his choice. He chose to stay there when CM Punk left to change things. So Seth Rollins says, "What you're gonna do? Go on your little buddy's podcast and talk about this again, or you're gonna go over to the competition and take a big bag." And like they just was going back and forth. And Punk says, "No, I'm the guy that left that got all the arrows shot in my back. And next week I'm gonna take all of my arrows out and shove them down your corporate mouth." And then Seth Rollins says, "I'm going to take my heart of hate, my soul of fire, and burn everything from you." So they really like this really felt deep. It felt like because it felt like they weren't saying anything that was like super special, but they were saying stuff that like with passion. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, this felt real.
It's not what they said, it's how they said it, basically.
Yes. So basically, Joe Tessitore right after that says that's going to be the main event. And immediately, soon as I heard him say that, I was like, oh, I know what kind of show this is going to be. Because if that's the main event, the other match is the opener. It's 100% going to be the opener. And the other match is Roman versus Solo.
Yeah.
That's going to be the opener.
Okay.
So if that's the opener and that's the closer, we just have show in between there, like a bunch of other stuff in between there. But that's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be that's gonna be the closer, Seth and Punk, and the opener is gonna be Roman and Solo.
Doesn't sound bad at all.
It doesn't because like then you also have Jay Uso versus Drew, and then all of the surprises that are gonna happen, and oh, and also Rhea versus Liv, like last woman standing match. Like all of
I
this
forgot
stuff is
about that.
happening on the first episode. And from what we've been told, from what we've heard, this is going to be the start to WrestleMania. This is it. This is the beginning. Like everything we're going to see next week on Raw is going to start to WrestleMania. It's like everything is on the table. Anything can happen. Like no one knows exactly because everybody kind of has like, oh, this thing is gonna happen, and then everybody else is going, well, no, that's probably not gonna happen, and then people are like, no, this probably gonna happen. Nope, this is gonna happen because if we're going by what Meltzer says, The Rock is not on that table. The Rock is not on the table. The Rock's not on the table. From stuff that I've been hearing, Rock is 1000% on the table. It just doesn't know where on the table he is. Because to me, it's going to be with the tribal combat. He's going to show up the very first thing on the show, the tribal combat thing. He's going to take the Ulafala and walk away. That's how we get Roman versus Rock. That's what I'm thinking. But the real thing is what he did with Cody, the little piece of thing that he gave Cody. We don't know what that is, so we have to find out what that is.
You know, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, a lot of people did. So that's the scary part. It's like we have like so much moving parts for WrestleMania. No one knows exactly what's going down. We just know that stuff is happening because Roman and Punk look like that's in play, but also Rock and Roman are in play. Rock versus Cody looks like it's in play, but also John Cena versus Cody look like it's in play. So there's 1,000 things in play, and people also forgot that John Cena said he's going to be on every show until he retires. I don't mean like Raw and SmackDown, but like he's going to be on every show once a week until he retires. So why not be back the biggest show on Netflix? John Cena shows up, and like I said, we're going to get a picture of what the card looks like at WrestleMania. Just a small picture, like everything starts to take shape next week. So that's going to be awesome, I guess.
Yeah. Start to the road to WrestleMania and shit.
Yeah, it's going to be that.
Yeah.
But my WrestleMania comes January 4th, which is Wrestle Kingdom, which I said is really funny because Wrestle Kingdom is coming up, and I've seen so many weird takes for this because it's coming up on the 4th, and then Wrestle Dynasty is the next night. And I've seen people go, oh, I'm not excited for Wrestle Kingdom. I'm excited for Wrestle Dynasty. But then I saw more people go, I'm excited for Wrestle Kingdom. I don't give a fuck about Wrestle Dynasty, which I'm in that camp because I'm excited for Wrestle Kingdom. I don't give a fuck about Wrestle Dynasty. Like, everything on Wrestle Dynasty is basically just a throwaway type of, hey, we're AEW, here's our dicks, you can look at it. And it's like, you're not even bringing your best. No, here's our dicks. And Wrestle Kingdom is literally stories that have been built up in a company that are in a rebuilding phase that are trying to get back to where they need to be. Like Wrestle Dynasty is, hey, we're piggybacking off of you guys having this big show, and we want to do something and look cool too. That's what that is.
Okay.
Like I'm excited for a match that has been brewing for years, which is Hiromu versus Naito, which is happening at Wrestle Kingdom. Like I know Naito is gonna win, but like I don't even care because like I've been waiting for this match to go on Wrestle Kingdom for the longest. Like I'm excited for Zack Sabre Jr. versus Shota Umino. Like part of me wants Shota to win because everybody hates Shota gut. They hate him because they're like, we don't think that you could run a company. I feel like he can. I do. I feel like if they threw the belt on him and just said, here's the belt, he can do it. But Zach is like super over and super popular. And Zach would be the first person since they had Wrestle Kingdom, the first foreigner to close the show with a win. Like he would be the first. He would be the first during the Wrestle Kingdom era. Like Brock Lesnar, Bob Sapp, all of them, they had done it January 4th. no one has done it since the 19 years of Wrestle King. So Zach will be the first.
Hmm.
Like, it's just so much shit that's gonna be going on. That's like, I'm excited for Wrestle Kingdom, but as far as Wrestle Dynasty, I don't give a fuck about Ricochet versus Zack Sabre Jr. I don't care. I don't care about the Young Bucks versus Great O'Khan and whoever he has as a mystery partner. Because in my mind, I'm feeling like they're gonna get a titles to the Bucks. They're gonna give the tag titles to the Bucks, and then they can have this match because Hiromu and Naito won the tag league, so they should be number one contenders. So they can face the Bucks for the tag titles. I'm like, the Bucks shouldn't have the titles at all because they're not part of New Japan. They shouldn't have it. Like
True.
the only title that I'm okay with going to New Japan is because it's going to somebody who actually I give a fuck about is the match between Shingo and Takeshita. It's going to be a great match, and I'm okay with Takeshita getting the open weight title. I'm okay with him. Like I'm okay. Like I'm cool with him getting the title because he's going to be back in New Japan, and New Japan wants him there. So I'm cool with that. The only other match that I give a fuck about on Wrestle Dynasty is Kenny versus Gabe Kidd. That is a fucking match that's been built up, that has fucking heat. It's something I want to see. Everybody else wants to see. I'm fucking proud of Gabe Kidd because he went through the lowest of fucking lows, the fucking literally the lowest of lows. We reported it on this podcast when it happened, how sad he was and like all the shit that he went through, the lowest of fucking lows, and now he has a great match against Kenny Omega. I I'm happy for him. I'm happy
That's
for him.
another one we saw grow up.
Yes, and I'm also happy because I almost forgot this match because he just got added like randomly at the last couple of days. ELP is back. ELP is
Oh,
back. He beat cancer, and he's going to be in a four-way for the TV title. I don't
that's
know if
fucking
he's going
good.
to win. I don't know if he's going to win, but I would be happy if he won. But I don't know if
Oh
he's going
yeah.
to win. Jeff Cobb might throw his ass around, but I like I want him to win. I want him to win just because I love him.
What if he wins like a little random roll up or something? Like randomly.
I'd still be happy. Like I'd be fucking happy.
Yeah.
Like I'd be fucking happy. Like
Uh,
I'm excited for Wrestle Kingdom because I'm always excited January 4th. I'm always fucking excited because it's always a great show. The only thing that I'm bothered about is AEW Wrestle Dynasty. I'm bothered by like the card that they put out because it's a so subpar card. It's not a like, yay, hooray! It's a subpar card. It's something that I'm like, I don't really care. Like it's one of those you can miss it if you want to because it's not that important. It's like nothing has been built up except for Gabe Kidd and Kenny Omega. That's the match that people want to see off of that card. Everything else, they're like, eh. I mean, we also want to see EC versus Takeshita too, so that, that'll be a thing. But everything else is like, no one cares. Shota Umino called out John Moxley and they gave him fucking Claudio. Who cares? Who fucking gives a fuck? Like Mercedes versus Mina Shirakawa. That could have been on a random AEW show, and they're like, nope, we're gonna put it here. And it's like, okay. Like nothing against Willow, but it's Athena, Willow, and somebody from CMLL and Stardom, and the winner gets to go for a title of their choosing. It's like nothing against Willow, but I would have rather Jamie Hayter been in there. But it is what it is.
on the Takeshita note, though, right? As far as
Yes.
like fan base or whatever, like internet, whatever, don't most people categorize him as more DDT though?
Yes, he's a DDT person, but
Yeah.
when you leave DDT, like you can leave DDT and go to other promotions, and like you can still be associated with DDT. But most of the people who are in DDT, once they get a chance, they break out and go somewhere else.
Oh.
Like they totally just be like, all right, fuck it, we're going. Like Ibushi, he left DDT and went to New Japan. Kenny left DDT, went to New Japan. Takeshita wanted to go to New Japan, but AEW came calling and he said, all right, I'm gonna take the bait. He went to AEW, then he came to New Japan and was like, oh, this is where I always wanted to be. So that was a thing. And WWE invaded Noah because Omos is one half of the Noah Tag Team Champions.
Who saw that coming?
No one at all. Like that was random. And the only thing I hated about it was the comments. Like was the comments from the Japanese fans on Twitter because they're like saying how big he is, but some of them referred to him as it. They just said it.
What?
And if you take it out of context, you feel like they're talking about his dick. But if you leave it in context, they're calling him it instead of a him or referring to him as a person. It kind of feels nasty. And I don't
It,
like
it
it.
does. It does. As soon as you said that, like I got the ick.
Yeah, it just feels nasty. But then it's like other comments that are just like calling him him and are just like, I am just so shocked. Like I'm so shocked at how tall he is. And most of the people were like shocked at his ability and the way he could go. And it was like, holy shit. I saw one Japanese person goes, listen, I don't really care about a lot of Western stuff, but can this guy stay here? Like seriously, like this guy's awesome. Can he stay here? It's like that's actually shocking.
That's another one that you actually saw talent in.
Yeah, like he's fucking great. And Nakamura was over there. I I'm still a little fucking shaky, and I really want Triple H to do this. Like I want him to let two matches happen, and I don't know if he's gonna do it, but I need him to just these two matches, just random two matches, let them happen. And even if you never work with this company again, just let it happen because I need Nakamura versus Tanahashi, and I need John Cena versus Tanahashi because the Nakamura versus Tanahashi, they have a rivalry. Tanahashi's in his last year. This is his last year of wrestling. John Cena versus Tanahashi, they're both in their last year. This is the perfect time to let this one match happen. Just let it happen. Even if it happens on a fucking WWE show. I don't even give a fuck. Just let this one match happen. Like I would love Nakamura to go back to New Japan, but I would just Triple H is one fucking thing. Just one thing. Just say fuck it. Just let John Cena wrestle Tanahashi. Like just
That would be
have this
fun.
one match. It would be great.
Yeah.
Like you could have them like WWE go to the Japan and just have him wrestle like in a random match, even if it's just in a regular house show. Just let it happen. Let it fucking happen. It will be the biggest thing in wrestling. Everybody would go, oh my God, it fucking happened. Two legends retire in the same year and they get to have a match. It would be fucking great.
'Cause don't they compare him to John Cena?
Dude, the first time I ever laid eyes on Tanahashi in the version he was, the first thing I said was, he reminds me of John Cena. Like him and John Cena have so many similarities. And I was right. He is the John Cena of New Japan. And
Oh,
that's why this would make so much sense.
let it happen.
Like it has to happen. Like that's one thing that, like I said, Triple H doesn't have to do anything else. Just let that one match happen and that's it. Like you don't even have to like take the politics out of it and just let this happen. It'd be so cool. It'd be so fucking cool. But but yeah, that's it. So We will be back and we will have coverage of stuff in wrestling. So, any last words?
Until next time, goodbye.